Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. I promise I'm not late. I mean, if I was, I would be like 15 seconds late, which isn't really late. No. I definitely wasn't stuffing a cookie into my face. I wouldn't do that. I would never do that. I am a professional. I am considerate of my audience, and I always make sure to say hi, everyone. Hello, everyone, when I start my streams. And I definitely would never, ever try to be eating two cookies right before I stream. I wouldn't do that. And if I did, I would eat the cookies very quickly and then say, hello, everyone. So anyway, hello, everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're all right. Here's some more Phoenix, right? We are on the last game of the trilogy. We're going to start it. We're going to dive in. I don't know. I was thinking about that. Thinking about this, rather, on my walk. I'm not sure if we'll beat this first episode today. You know, the running theme has been, oh, the first trial is always a small one. But if I remember correctly, I think this one is not small. I think the first trial in this game is a bit of a bait and switch. I think they set you up and they go, ha, here's the game, ha 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 ha. And then they go, now figure it out. Go on, figure out the first trial. Yep, we're doing it to you. We just ripped the training wheels right off while you were trying to bike down this hill. Maybe not the best allergy. Allergy? An analogy. And an allergy. Gee willikers, that sure is hard to say. Do I have anything else? Any more preamble before we get started? I was thinking about how this background behind me here makes absolutely no sense because it has been raining for like a week straight, maybe 2 weeks straight. You know the old adage, April showers and whatnot. Hoo boy. There's a lot of showers out there. I personally love it. I think it's fantastic. I love me a good rainy day. But, you know, looking at the background here, it sure don't look too rainy. It looks pretty peppy out there. I actually think the background was recorded in Japan or something. I'm not sure. Japan's Aprils are much more pleasant than the rest of the world. Certainly more temperate, certainly more calm. Definitely not as rainy as it is in the void. But yeah, anyway. Hi. Hello, everyone. Let's get into it. So we gotta go here. We gotta click new game. We are on Trials and Tribulations. And boy, oh boy, are there going to be a lot of tribulations. You know, about 5 trials, as there typically is. I think I mentioned this last stream. Maybe it was last stream, but not last time we played. I actually don't remember this game too super well. I remember the main plot pretty solidly. I can tell you the gist of all the trials, but I don't remember the minutia, you know, the evidence, the twists and turns. So we're going to find out together. This might be the one of the trilogy that I really struggle through. So let's find out. We've got episode 1 here, Turnabout to Memories, and you'll see it's our good friend Mia. What's she doing here? That crazy gal. Let's find out. Also, sorry, I just noticed. Is she wearing... She is. She totally is. There's a zipper down the entirety of that dress. She is wearing a zip-up blazer dress? What is going on there? And, like, no undershirt? Girl, what? What are you wearing? Loving the scarf, though. That's a nice addition. I don't remember if we see her in the scarf before, but there's also Phoenix in the corner, and we see this strange individual in the top left. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, wow. Quite the intro, don't you think? Some quick thoughts before we get into it. I forgot this was her second trial. I knew it was, we play as Mia through this tutorial. And obviously you saw Phoenix there, who's incorporated into the whole bit. What interested me is, did you all notice the return to a fugue? The musical return to a fugue in the intro? It's as if they thought, wow, oh, who wrote that? It wasn't Bach, right? Is it Bach's staccato and fugue, or is it Beethoven? I can never remember. I always get the two confused. Anyways, they used staccato and fugue last time to open it, and it's almost as if they went, oh, that was so good, we want our own version. And they were so right. They were so right, chat. That was so good. I loved it. Something about a fugue really lends itself well to like setting up a mystery. Those harpsichord arpeggios. Okay, so as mentioned, I'm not going to try to do a Mia voice, but hey, here's someone. Do you remember that distinctive throat clearing? What do we remember from the first game, everyone? Who could this possibly be? Ta-da! It's this guy. And he's wearing red now. Unless you're colorblind. It's a shame Robin isn't here, otherwise Robin would be like, yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? They're wearing the same jacket as always. And oh, Robin, no. Sorry, honey. They ain't. Anyway, it's our good friend Grossberg. As mentioned, he was Mia's mentor back in the day. She's so relaxed right now. Now, weirdly, what did he just say? First time in the big leagues? That's a second trial. Oh. Let me handle this case, you suddenly said. Yeah, this whole intro bit, this whole game actually really paints me in a different light. You really have to remove her as a character from the other games. I mean, not entirely, of course. You don't have to completely remove her, but in order to get a better sense of her character here, you have to detach her from as she was, as she is. The poor fellow in the pink sweater. Who could this weirdo be with the porcupine hair, huh? That's one rough looking fella. Mr. Rye. Unfortunately not the yummy kind of rye. Yeah, Geez, if only people took this lesson to heart circa, oh, I don't know, about 5 years ago. Maybe I should just say some really controversial things. That'll get people to follow me, right? Yeah, Mia, we gotta stay strong. It's interesting that we go to a fade to black around Phoenix of all characters while she's having an introspective moment. Also, we're totally not getting the introspective, like, shouldn't we have the blue font right now to say that this is in her mind? Canonically, is she not speaking this out loud? Also, if you are paying attention, we got a new little, Oh, YouTube, what's wrong? What's wrong, buddy? YouTube is not responding. You alright, YouTube? Alright. Well, that's weird. That's interesting. This does not seem to be an error on my end, which is very peculiar. Yeah, my bitrate is a-okay. YouTube, are you good, fam? I'm gonna just keep plowing ahead, mostly because no one's here and it doesn't make a lick of difference on my end. But apparently YouTube is really having a problem here. I'll keep an eye on it. Ooh, shoot, we are a week off. Oh man, if only we had beat that other game like a day earlier, we would have been streaming on this exact day. Oh, that would have been so cool. Shoot. Okay, more tunes, more tunes. Okay, and we got Pain with the Pompadour. Hey girl, nice to see you at a 3/4 angle. Who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her you're standing right beside her? Yep, hey man, how's it going? You know, it's always a bit of a it's something comforting to know that Pain, regardless of all the drama in this, I don't know, this universe, I guess, this story's universe, that Pain has just been here throughout it all, quietly working, being a little arrogant, but like doing his okay, Doug Swallow. Okay, pharmacology. A bright young man. That has rather dour implications. Yay, photo time. Huh? Oh, I do have an autopsy report. Yeah. I mean, you can tell just by looking at this photo, right? Like, come on. Of course he was shocked. Look how close that cable is to his body. Also, like, what are these wires doing running right through a campus? That's terribly unsafe. Those are different times, I guess. A genteel man, yes, of the finer arts. Oh, under the court record, right? How could I forget? Ah, yeah, of course, tab, right. I've got to stay calm. Electrocution! Yay! Yay! Yahoo! I think you get an achievement for bungling that question. I don't know if it's just me or if everyone else feels this way, but I low-key hate his little pompadour flick animation. It's like too captivating. I don't know. It's almost enthralling to watch. Boing. He's a smooth operator, eh? Oh, they call him the rookie killer, do they? Some supporting evidence, gasp. Shove it in old Greybeard's face, sure thing. So, probably what they want here is us to go through the profiles. Third-year student, currently has a cold. Fourth-year pharmacology student, there's a lady here who we know nothing about. Dated Doug Swallow up until 8 months ago. I love his silly monkey-looking face. You know, it'd be kind of nice if the judge had, like, graying hair, or maybe even, like, actually had hair in this episode. This is supposed to be 5 years ago, right? I guess when you're that old, you don't really change too much. You know, especially if you're balding. It was this lady. Look at those dead soulless eyes. Rabble, 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 rabble. Glad to hear they haven't upgraded that noise at all. Oh yeah, starting with the defendant. There he is. There's a guy. Hey man. That's not a bad job. More of a job than I've got. Unless you suspect me of being the greatest VTuber ever. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. I'll just get back to it. I'll get back to whatever it is I'm doing here. Classic. Look at those bright, earnest eyes. Did he just sniffle? He does sniffle. That's so weird. So he doesn't know him, but he knows he was British? Oh, look at that. Look at that. I know they've never done it in the game before. Look, they spelled naive properly. Oh, bless. Praise be. Good job. Wow, they spelled it properly twice. That's so nice to see. A cross-examination. I like how they're making the cross-examination seem like a bad thing. Literally the only thing we get to do in this game. It's our duty. Yep, there was totally a lie. Oh, he would. Phoenix would. He's a great big fibber. Okay, he was there. He's not a killer. So I'm gonna press this point first. Yeah, right? Was that really it? Did I really? Oh man, I might have gone too quickly there. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Achoo. A huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. No, that doesn't sound right. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him Union Jack ain't real? Who's gonna tell him Union Jack's up there with the Tooth Fairy? Yes, I know, Grossberg. There's a contradiction. Yes. I can handle it myself. Nothing quite like being tutorialized on a game you know how to play. And then, like, you know, in 2 or 3 episodes' time going, oh, I don't know what to do. What do I do? Help me. So if we check this, we'll clearly see that there is nothing on the back of that guy's jacket. Not a single thing. So, let's go ahead and show Feeny. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Oh, that was a weak objection. Come on, Mia. Or did you mean it was on the back of his pants or something? Because we can't really see his butt. True, yeah. It's kind of sus, Phoenix. It's almost like you were having an affair with this man. Why do you know what he was wearing under his jacket? Oh, and he's a crybaby too. Cold Killer X. She's pretty warm. She could probably keep you. She would kill your cold, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. It kills colds good. That's a morbid slogan. But, you know, so would X. Oh, he's a big fan. Well, he should follow my blog. Oh, he conveniently lost it somewhere. Well, I mean, we saw it in a little box just a minute ago. We should all know where it is, right? Gasp! And that watch is conveniently in frame. I'm sure that will never come into play, ever. That'll never be important. We should completely ignore it. What we should instead fixate on is how those pills look like little Tic Tacs. Yum, 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 yum. What flavor do you think the pills are? What do you think its active medical ingredient is? You think it's more of an aspirin base or an ibuprofen? His fingerprints are all over it. No. What? What? Well, that doesn't really make sense because he died instantly. Okay, so his watch stopped time of death, and he was holding Wright's bottle of pills. What was that time again? Just after 3 o'clock, eh? Does that corroborate with the evidence? At 3 p.m. That doesn't quite line up. Suspicious. Ugh. Oh boy, he gives us more testimony. Okay. Lost his bottle, eh? Like the baby he is. More like a goo goo goo. I went because he called me. What did he call you about? How did he get your phone number? Did he just slap him? Okay. Right on time. Ba da 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 da. Oh oh oh! I don't actually know the words to that song because they're in Japanese. Hey, maybe one day. I could probably sing it better than Gura. Don't tell Hololive I said that. They'll get me kicked off the air. The air? Whatever. There's not even air in here. It's the void. Oh, that explains the wires, I guess. I'm kind of curious about both points, to be honest. I think the thing about the wires is a little more important, but yeah, I want to know about both. They're always whipping up something. Yeah, those crazy pharmacologists. No, sorry, I'm gonna badger my witness again. Click 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 click. Yeah. Oh. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay. Split up at 3. He's a fibber. You were talking about how you want to hang out sometime, but you were angry about it. Cause I hate talking to people. I hate hanging out with people, and like honestly, yeah, I feel that. I get it. It's hard. Achoo, achoo. Okay, so you've been sick. Okay. Lost his bottle. A goo goo goo, as previously mentioned. They're magically delicious. You punched him in the jaw, Mia. What the heck? Okay, so our job was to just press him on everything. Hehehehe. Yep, how did it happen? Uh-huh, uh-huh. I mean, come on, it's obvious to us what happened, right? I mean, this is one of those decisions that really doesn't matter, but pretty sure we could do it. Let's try it. Oh, got a fierce expression. So I'm gonna present this photo, which is the one that shows the, you know, the high voltage wire that's been snapped in half dangling right about the victim. You know, no big deal. Take that. What? What? Yeah, why are you acting surprised? It's right there. It's right there. We should all be able to just put one and one together. You know, this would be a more compelling story if he wasn't electrocuted to death. Where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon? Well, come on, isn't it obvious? It's right over here. Clearly, he was struck by lightning because he was holding an umbrella. What? That's not it? Oh, okay, well, I guess it's probably this then. It's probably this. It's probably the high voltage wire, I guess. Oh, yeah, fine, whatever. Also, yeah, if those are industrial wires, how on earth did it snap? Also, this implies that Phoenix and this dude were just talking casually while there was a dangling high voltage wire, like a live dangling high voltage wire right there nearby. They were like, yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Not so fast. Oh, yeah, definitely. Leather for sure does that. What? What? I guess it's more of a frown, isn't it? Not kind of a dejected expression. Rabble, 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 rabble. Is this the right line? I thought it was we're cooked. No, that was the last game, wasn't it? Hold it. And you're gonna be accused of murder. Oh. Oh, serious. He's gone serious mode. Cough, cough. Cough. Oh. Conveniently, at that angle, we can't see any electrical wires. Ba 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 ba. Sweat, 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 sweat. Well, everyone kind of already thinks you're the murderer for sure, so there's no way else to go but up. The whole thing with this hemorrhoids is really kind of a gross joke. He was talking bad about Dolly. I mean, you don't need to justify why he was electrocuted. If there was a wire there, like honestly, the man probably didn't even have to be anywhere near that cord, and he would have gotten electrocuted. Yeah, right? Like they wouldn't have been having a conversation right beside a live wire. He was talking bad about Dolly. Okay, great. Want to tell us what he was saying? Oh, okay. The triple rising interrogative tone. Gave him a shove, eh? Could you maybe tell us how he landed after you shoved him? Yeah, maybe just a little more detail. Furious frenzy, not just a frenzy, a furious frenzy. Urgh. A light, gentle shove to the chest. Heard some kind of loud noise. Hee hee hee. Yeah, go ahead. Ask for more details. The umbrella. I see, I see. Brutal. Yeah, because you're a big dum-dum. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's important because it kind of obfuscates the fact that he didn't see or hear or notice the thing breaking. He fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. Borrowing it, yeah. Do you mean stealing it? You telling me she just raised her leg up and kicked him in the stomach? Jeez, this girl's violent. Okay, started to get worried. I was really hoping that other thing would have been more substantial. Cough, 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 cough. Haha, nope, nobody. Alright, you know what we gotta do, chat. Let's bring that photo back out. There we go. Let's get some traction on this thing. Uh-huh. Yep, it's all the way over there. Gasp. Oh, hello. Very glad to have you here, Umbrella. Yeah, not if he was on top of it, dum-dum. Yeah, okay, well now you're all high and mighty on not allowing doubt to remain. No! Uh-oh, he's back in it. What did he just say? Did he just say it'll be inconceivable? But that can't be right, right? She was at the scene of the crime. What? Oh, getting the sass out. "20-minute recess." See how tough times are getting 5 years in the future from this game? We only get 10-minute recesses. Oof. And I think this is what I was talking about. Do we? No, maybe we don't get a break here. I thought we got a little break here. I thought they split this first episode into 2 parts. Nope. Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him he ain't gonna get saved? It ain't gonna be me. I ain't telling him. I ain't telling this boy squat. Okay, we're getting some lore here. Wow, right in this very courthouse? That's so romantic. I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, we just had to throw that line in there for posterity's sake. She took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." Wow. Sure is a little bottle. Wow. Well, hey, I wonder why we got that in our evidence. That's kind of funny. Please give it back now. Haha, a totally normal and understandable and grounded and not weird thing to say to people. Especially the person you're dating. Murder in the courthouse. Huh, it's a weird thing for me to bring up. Oh, he gets it. A connection? I need to finish this myself. We'd better all get moving. Okay, well, off he goes. Longer than 20 minutes? Girl, it was like 3. Maybe. Anyways, let's not forget to read that article. Oh. Now that was some overpowered saving music. Love it. Okay, so we got to start a new file here. We'll go to the third one. And that'll be for Trials and Tribulations. Has it really been like 2 weeks since we last played this game? It's kind of, oh, well, I not since we last played, since we last saved. I guess we didn't save after our last episode because it was the end. We beat it. Just us. Justice? It's just us. It's just us. Okay, so let's quick read that thing because it's probably going to be important. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident at the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, the police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Okay, that is not very clear at all, but I have a feeling all of those pieces are going to string themselves together here. Just jumping right into it, eh? Wow, thank you. I hate her. Oh, sorry, that was not a good usage of a semicolon. A glow of complete sincerity. Oh. Okay. Yep. He'll cut us down to... Oh, did I say us? I mean them. A junior in literature at Ivy University. Well, there's problem number one. You can't trust a literature student. People who like literature, well, what I heard on the news today, something intellectuals are enemies of the state. We live in very interesting times, everyone. Very interesting times when intellectuals are called enemies of the state. And I know it's the midstream ramble, but y'all be careful out there, all right? Dahlia is one of the most difficult character designs according to the designer Tetsuro Iwamoto. I can kind of see that. She doesn't really fit the mold of a lot of the other characters. A lot of the other characters have very, I want to say wild, very out there designs. But she's almost like styled to be reserved, right? Like her whole thing is trying not to be suspicious. I can tell they kind of went with like they borrowed a lot of elements from Tang Dynasty fashion, or like the illusion of Tang Dynasty fashion, right? She's got this translucent silk chiffre around herself, and she's got on this really light dress that matches her parasol, and there's a lot of see-through elements. Also, hey, everything sucks. Thanks for coming. I just know it. Feeny wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, let's get to work. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie. Nay, I shan't go there. But, I mean, if Dougie over here does teach me something, well, who am I to refuse such an offer? Oh, he got all wobbly and just collapsed. Okay, well, this testimony stinks. Rabble, 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 rabble. Ah, see, right, like, they put moments like this where Payne is actually a decent prosecutor. A bunch of paper-thin lies. I hate her eyes. I think you're supposed to, but her eyes are really just uncanny. She almost looks like a doll. Madame. Planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. Oh, yeah, no, that is a kaiku. Good on them for translating that with the meter still in check. She's modeled after Yamato Nadeshiko. I can kind of see that. She does sort of have this air of like a tropey style of, I don't know, what would you call that? Kind of like what would be described as a concubine in sort of period dramas. She's very airy and pleasant on the outside, but she's a scheming individual. They were talking behind the building. I don't know how that's important, but just get some clarification here. Oh, poor Dahlia. She's named after 2 flowers, isn't she? If I remember correctly, she's named after 2 flowers, both of which are kind of poisonous. Don't quote me on that. Okay, so here's a weird part. He just fell over. I don't have evidence on... Well, I mean... I have this. I don't know if that really says he pushed him, though. Yeah, we didn't get any evidence for the leather jacket, which is kind of weird. I'm going to leave it alone for now. Okay. Okay, so the second part is just a big fib. Yeah, Robin is busy today. They will be out this weekend. They're visiting with some friends, I believe. So all the best with Robin. Hope they're having a good time. It is a little quiet here without them, isn't it? Yeah, that's kind of weird. My guess is they were panicked, or excited rather, because the power had gone out. Okay, I mean, I know clearly it's the third statement here. He got wobbly and just collapsed, but I don't know what to present. That's what I'm struggling with here. Let's run through this press here quickly and show the supposed contradiction. Are we just going to mention the leather jacket? A fishing expedition. Okay. We're just gonna glare at him. Taking a page out of oh, what's her name? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue too. What's her name? The detective from The Residence. Dahlia? Detective. It's not Crump, is it? No. It's Dahlia something. Oh, I totally forget. It'll come to me. Okay, good. So we do just say it. Thank goodness. What? What? Say it ain't so. Oh, Detective Dahlia. It's Cup, isn't it? Is it Dahlia Cup? Oh, something like that. I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie, but you were right there, darling. The whole premise that, like, it's a good show. If you like detective shows, check it out. It's very good. But her whole shtick is that often when she's interrogating people, she does this thing where she just glares at them. She just sits there and stares until they just get uncomfortable and tell them exactly what's on their mind. It's it sounds like a bit that would get old, but honestly, it just it gets funnier the more she does it. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual. Okay, well that's a big fib. Do I press her, or do I just present the evidence? A nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, it's Cordelia. That's it. Cordelia Cup. That's her name. Detective Cordelia Cup. Oops, I'm on the wrong sentence. Yes, didn't hear anything unusual. There was a loud sound when it happened. I love that she gets a sassy little pose. Like Phoenix only gets a silly little, well, I'm gonna stand like this with my hands on my hips, right? Which is good, but he doesn't get a whole like prolonged animation, even though he deserves one. Also, I don't know, maybe it's just because it evokes something I would do. I hit poses like that a lot, right? You can see we kind of got the same pose going on. I really like your thinking animation. It's a fun posture. Oh, she knows the reason. Thank goodness. She can put all her worries at ease. She was listening to music. Of course. That explains everything. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Don't you think we would have noticed something like that in the, oh geez, I don't know, the murder scene, the crime scene? Yeah, it was total bogus. Oh, this is not the road I thought she was gonna. I was trying to say about the weather. It was raining, and clearly it wasn't. Clearly there's no puddle. Oh, wait, it was raining. Oh, he had an umbrella. Oh, I'm stupid. But there's no puddles in the picture. Right? See? That's what I was thinking. There's no puddles. There's no puddles. Come on. Oh, okay. All right. I guess it could have been storming. That would make sense as to why he had an umbrella. I thankfully, I think this was one of the decisions that it just doesn't matter in the long run. The victim of a stray bolt. I have never screwed up like this. I didn't even know the game let you go down this path. Is he gonna... Okay, please correct me. Please. Please set this story back on track, Pain. Oh no, darn. Why? Then why didn't you say so earlier? All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Okay, well, that's good. I see. The old power cable broke due to some sort of impact on April 9th at 2:55. It wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into. I mean, do I have to answer that question? It seems a little loaded. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? I mean, the obvious answer is that it was Phoenix pushing this dude, right? But at the same time, that doesn't make sense because he apparently fell over on his umbrella, right? Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Should I just say this dude? It was Doug. I'm gonna just go for it, I guess. This is one of those things that we don't lose lawyer points. Do I not lose lawyer points? Okay, we get it. Okay. Is it supposed to be Phoenix? Okay, well, that kind of sucks, but whatever. Here we are, I guess. Yeah, why are you being confident about this? Okay, yeah, hold on. Where the victim landed. Oh, right. Okay, we're going by the logic that he fell over by the umbrella and then got back up. Also, okay, right. So I'm gonna nitpick here. The failure of whoever designed this scene to incorporate proper perspective. Okay, right? Like if you're telling me that that umbrella is near the far pole, right? Whoever designed the background of the scene did a stellar job. Whoever put that umbrella in the scene did not do a stellar job. Right? If we triangulate that umbrella to where it should be in space, it looks like it's very well ahead of that pole. But they keep saying, oh yeah, whatever, it's near the pole. If you wanted the umbrella to be near the pole, then it should be much smaller. Also, hi Mia, just hanging out there at frame left. Okay, well, I'm glad we got on track, because I thought I really spoiled the plot there. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? She's got like weird chimera eyes going on. Normally, as a fan of Kasane Tato, I'm a big supporter of Chimera, but I'm not so sure if I am in this instance. Oh, her true colors? So, pink and red? Feeny pushed him twice. Great. Okay. So she gets a few chances to tell the truth, but when my client doesn't tell the truth right away, he's a scoundrel. Feeny pushed him twice. What a load of hooey. What's that called? Lying in court? Perjury? Contempt? No, not contempt. I think it is just perjury. Oh, yep. She said it right there. A little perjury never hurt anyone, right? Oh. I got an achievement for doing that. Okay. Like, if we take what she's saying as true, there's not really much point in pressing some of these facts. An imp. He tried to run away. Okay. Why? Cheer them on, eh? While they were murdering one another. As a bystander, is she just as guilty as the murderer? Probably not, but an interesting thought experiment. Not a terribly deep one, but... Feeny caught up and pushed and crashed into him from behind. Okay. So what, he like body checked him? Right. It all occurred... See, here's the interesting point, right? It all occurred in less than a minute, which is a load of hooey. Oh, okay, let's get back to that last one, because we definitely have evidence that contradicts this point. All happened in less than a minute, but they said that this happened at 2:55 and the time of death is at 3? Also, his watch doesn't line up with any of that, but... Okay, I was hoping that would be one of the ones where it just lets you present more than one thing. Oh, okay, well now we're talking about the picture. Great. Yarg! Do y'all remember when we played Yume Nikki? And I kind of just like walked around and yapped for like 2 hours straight. That was a funny stream. Yeah, 10 minutes is a pretty big gap, honey. Clack, clack, clack. Are we gonna hit her with it? Are we gonna do it? Oh, we're doing it. We'll be penalized. No. Right? Of course it was her. Come on. Wow. Yeah, she doesn't have an alibi. She was just cheering for 10 minutes. She was probably sitting there like hiding in a bush, grinning like the Grinch or something. Madam Faye, I didn't do anything. Oh. Hey, I recognize that voice. How you doing, buddy? Achoo! Well, there he said his thing. Send it back in, bailiff. Grab that man. Arrgh! Get you! Get you! Be nice if they had the font getting smaller and smaller as he got dragged away. Oh, hey, Grossberg. Long time no see. Hey, girl. Oh boy, thanks. Can I read it? Can I touch it? Can I lick it? Lump. Tastes like a vanilla wafer. August 27th at 4 p.m. Diego Armando. Wonder who that is. Uh-oh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Somebody just happened to poison this random dude's coffee. Wonder what that has to do with anything. Her boyfriend. Yes. Yes, that is what I'm doing. Weep. What is this, a Tumblr post? Weep. Sniffle, sniffle, weep. Okay, well, if it's too much for you to bear, then you can just leave. I don't know why I really struggle imagining a basement cafeteria. Okay, yeah, because that's definitely got something to do with this case. Yeah. So just because we have a theory, we get to make the defendant the witness talk? I feel like that didn't hold up in other games. Also, man, those low quality butterflies. They're like 2-frame animations. Did somebody tween those in Flash? How I Met My Feeny. Ooh. Oh yeah, getting intense. 8 months ago, destined to meet in this very courthouse. Moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick. Okay, great. Thanks, Phoenix. Is that what they said back in the olden days, Grossberg? Okay. I'm just gonna press her on everything here, I think. Always. He always hands down the correct verdict. It's almost like judges have unlimited power in their courts of law. Yeah, no, keep pressing. Oh, research for a paper she was writing, huh? Well, we know that's probably a lie. I'm gonna press her on it anyway. Am I getting old? No, I've even forgotten what I've forgotten. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday. Allow me a moment. Allow me a moment here to just nerd out. I was writing some haikus yesterday, as one does, and I was thinking, you know, when one is writing haikus in English, I think it behooves one to forego contractions. That's just my take as kind of like a purist. You know, a poet would have different opinions, I think, right? Like if you're just writing poetry for the fun of it, I think there's no harm, and it probably even stimulates more creativity to use contractions. But personally, I feel like it lessens the form if you're kind of cheating. I guess that's what it comes down to. It sort of just feels like cheating. If you can't wedge the syllables in properly, then trying to fudge them in doesn't seem right. But I'm a stickler for these kind of things, so what do I know? I'm also not a poet, as I kind of just alluded to. Even though I was writing poems, kind of a tough pill to swallow, I guess. I mean, what is a poet really? Even though, you know, there are poems in my book, but that's got nothing to do with it. All right. The main thing here is that I am more of a writer, not a poet. I think that's the line. I had come to this courthouse to do research for a paper I was writing. $8 months ago. So can I just present this thing? Can I just present the police report? Can I? I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna try it. Cool. Great, it worked. Awesome. I gotta side with Pain here. It is a pretty cocky smile. Oh man, not to vent on stream, but I've been so busy lately. Oh, hey, that kind of reminds me. I've got a bit of an announcement tomorrow. So, if you're a regular viewer, keep an eye on the posts. Fun little announcement. It kind of already went live, to be honest with you, but hopefully the like finishing touches are done by tomorrow. It's nothing crazy. Also, sorry, I just missed a what. My bad. I can and I will. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, like, man, we don't need to hear it. I don't think anybody finds this line of dialogue to be funny, Grossberg. I guess he is Grossberg, right? Okay, I kind of just talked myself into why the joke's maybe a little more. It's just kind of gross, you know? Old man whines about his hemorrhoids. Okay. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. Huh. But maybe there's somebody in her life who would? Oh, she's got aura. She's been farming aura. Love that for her. Good job, Mia. I always thought the term cultivating aura was a little more powerful. It sort of evokes kind of like a Taoist, a practitioner. Oh yeah, she's a little more tame in the Japanese version. I can see that. The Japanese tend to write more like reserved. Also, their language is just a little more reserved. From what I've gathered anyway. Like, they don't actually have proper swears in Japanese. Same goes for, like... Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. The same goes for a lot of Chinese, too. A lot of swears in China are just like, your mom. You know? Oh, your mom's fart. Stuff like that. They use a lot of, like, fart, butt. Eggs and melons. Those are common, like, insults in Chinese, too. One of the most scathing insults, not of the most scathing, but a scathing insult you can use in Chinese, or Mandarin, I should say, Mandarin Chinese, is calling somebody a spoiled egg, or like a bad egg. Okay, sorry, I should be playing the game. I met the lawyer who poisoned. Okay, I'm just gonna press her. Get out of here, Phoenix. That's when it happened. Why'd you leave your seat, huh? Did you have to use the washroom or something? Oh, 10 to 20 minutes. That's a long time to be just casually gone. That, that's a very weird thing to say, Phoenix. It's about 2/3 of a tablespoon. Yeah, 3 tablespoons, or 3 teaspoons, that's a tablespoon. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Yeah, it was you, honey. I'm going to press this last statement here. Just because. I think what I have to do here is present Doug, right? Like, the line of thought here should be that because she was dating Doug, she had access to poisons and stuff. Yeah, you make a good point. Everything sucks. I mean, like, technically, the Great Ace Attorney takes place in historical England. But yeah, that doesn't really count. I wonder if maybe because they had their not their rival, maybe their partner series in the Professor Layton games is supposed to be like weird fantasy England. Maybe that has something to do with it. They didn't want to step on each other's toes. Advanced chemical processes to purify it. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I'm gonna present Mr. Guy. This might get us... I don't know where else I can present anything other than this, so I'm gonna try it. Cool. It looked like it worked. There is, what's it called? Avian Attorney, I believe is the name of the game. I think a small indie development. Takes place in revolutionary France. It's very similar to the Phoenix Wright games. That's a pretty cool setting. If y'all want me to check out that game, I would not mind one bit. He knew. He knew how to distill things. Oh yeah, we're getting into the corner theme. A little more subdued, but got a nice groove to it. I don't think this is the final form either. I haven't heard of that, my lord. I can definitely see that being the case. I'd only ever heard Your Honor, but, you know, that's all you ever see on TV, so... Unless you actually go to a court of law for some reason, I'm sure you don't hear the actual terminology on a day-to-day basis. Yep, you would need a container. Yes, we're blaming the innocent girl for her misdeeds because she's actually evil. Ah. No, they didn't find it because it was on somebody else. Huh? Sure, I'll show it to you. No, it's fine, I got proof. Sai Pancho votre honneur. Yeah, I can see that. I'm pretty sure they use the because in the Great Ace Attorney, some of the episodes take place in Japan, and I'm pretty sure they use that term that you mentioned. Everything sucks. Bada 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 bing. Got it right here for you, buddy. Hot off the press. I wonder if I could have just presented Phoenix's profile at that question. The games do a much better job at being a little more open-ended to what you can present as they progress. Oh, the music just stopped. Okay. What? Get out of here, Phoenix. Uh-huh. No one's buying it, dude. That's cold. That's cold, Mia. Is because of that necklace. Alright, come on, it's pretty obvious. Every time she meets him, she says, I know I want that back now. His pet dog named Pess? Huh. Is that in the Investigations games? That's probably what we're going to play after this series. I don't believe you. Oh. What, did he assault me or something? What? Oh, he like swallows it or something stupid, doesn't he? Yeah, right, okay. Just gonna have to wait for it to come back out the other side. Or we could perform surgery. Nah, better not. He had to chew it. He had to chew it into little bits first. That whole necklace made of metal and glass. He had to chew it. He had to chew it. Okay. Okay. Even if it was just a little, it's just a little bit of poison. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be good. It's okay. Yeah, you're talking about 5-year-old You're talking about 5-year-old poison here, and like trace amounts of 5-year-old poison. Of course, it's not gonna be potent. Oh, Pain doesn't get a slam on the table animation. That's sad. Yeah, and my evidence just got eaten by my client, so what are we gonna do about it, pal? That was not my fault. Yeah, you just sabotaged my entire case, you bumpkin. And yeah, I think Phoenix and Pain did just have a little moment. Okay, so he's telling us about their conversation. Gasp. Why could it have only been her? But thank you for filling in this part of the conversation. Oh no, she's crying. Oh no, for poor dog. No. No, she definitely did do it, dummy. Yeah, she was gonna kill you, Phoenix. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Obviously it was Grossberg, come on. Or should I say it was Officer Meekins? Nah, just kidding. He's not even here. Which is really a shame. I would love to see Meekins in the past. I was about to make a joke about justice, but then I remembered this game's trials and tribulation, so it wouldn't really fly. Uh-huh. She had to get rid of the bottle. Yeah, that's probably a reason why he grows and develops as a character. Probably learns that, oh yeah, I was kind of the annoying witness too once, wasn't I? Oh, is she revealing her true nature? Because you are a criminal no matter what I say. Yeah, right? I low-key love when I end up saying exactly what the character says. The ultimate price. What, like $9.99? It's too rich for my blood. Okay. Stupid woman. Yeah, it's definitely a totally normal thing to say. Oh, sorry, I totally skipped over that line. She said something like, up and coming lawyer, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. She was just being snide. Now, chat, let's talk. Let's have a tete-a-tete here. Where would Dahlia hide some poison if it was intended for Phoenix, right? She had it the night before. We know she had it the night before. She stole it the day before, rather. Where would she have put it, right? She would have only needed a little bit. Where would it be? Where would it be where she would know exactly where Phoenix could get it, right? They were just, if we look back at the testimony, they were going to meet up and they were probably going to have dinner or like lunch or whatever. And she knows. What does she know? Because she's always eating with Phoenix. She knows exactly what he's been having lately. You can see it right there. It's hanging out right on the left side of the screen there. She must have hid the poison in this. Or rather, you know, she covered all of the pills in the poison. That's my guess. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but that's also really the only piece of evidence that hasn't been used yet. Right. And also it's called Cold Killer X, which is like a pretty brutal name, right? She is a cold killer, right? Come on. Come on. Uh-huh. Oh, sorry. Well, what? Uh-huh. Lost it around lunchtime. Always eats with Dahlia. What better safekeeping than a dead body? Is that what we're trying to get at here? And she killed him. Killed him in cold blood. See? See what I was doing there? See what I was going for? Uh-huh, uh-huh. She's gotta get rid of the evidence. Also, she's got gloves in that photo, which is kind of strange because I'm pretty sure we never see her with gloves while she's in the court. I don't think we get to... Yeah, okay. No, we do get to see her hands. Yep, no gloves. Strange inconsistency. Oh. Oh, she killed the butterflies. No, she killed them with her evil fire. Oh, okay. It's just like that. What, is that a confession? Also, we started the game with Cute Girl Smile instead of ending it with Cute Girl Smile. What's going on here? It's true, the juxtaposition of her kind of like two personalities really heightens both of them. What? Yeah, I love how we're just winning a case here based on threats. Yeah. Do you trust her? Hmm? Huh? 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 Bane? Huh? Do you trust her? So long, Pompadour. Brutal. Brutal. Hit him with such a crit that he went bald. Definitely. Yep, he was, yeah. He was just faking. Yeah, she killed my boyfriend. Oh, losing your daughter. Is he suggesting he lost a daughter already? That's kind of sad. Great. I love how the judge just cuts him off. Yay! The saddest not guilty of the entire game franchise. Well, not the saddest one. It's up there, though. Should do a tier list on that. Which Phoenix Wright case, which Ace Attorney case has the saddest ending? A cute little ending song. Did he just say his hemorrhoids were about to explode like Mount Vesuvius? Yes, please stop talking about your hemorrhoids, please. They have surgeries for that. You can get cream, man. Like, there's so many options. You're a lawyer. You can afford it. I've seen the painting in your office. You're rich. That's a good tell for like a good producer. Producers often are at their best when they kind of just like let a project unfold instead of having, I don't know, you hear about projects where they get into spats with directors over like, oh, I think it should be like this. No, it should be like this, right? You should just, if you're a producer, you let the director do their thing. I think that's the important job of a producer. Producers are more there to like keep out everybody on track, keep goals realistic, right? Producers are the ones who want the thing to get done, whereas directors are like, I don't know, notorious for having pipe dreams and flights of fancy and wanting to add more and more. Producers are more utilitarian, realists. So the whole hemorrhoids thing is just like a one-off. It was just because that was the gag of the day. That's funny. The joke du jour. Try to grow up a little. Savage. How old are we? Oh, we don't get to see our age. Well, if it was 5 years ago and Phoenix is 21 here. So we've got to be like 20 something. So we can't be that much older than Phoenix. That is a very 20-year-old thing to do, though. Like, yeah, I'm going to tell my younger 20-year-old friends that they're so immature. I should be able to save him in time. What? Oh, I just saw a courier pull up into the void. A preemptive apology if you hear my dog bark. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of prodigies going on in this series. Also, sorry, I just want to interject here. He says, I want to become a lawyer quickly because my friend is in trouble, and that implies that presently Larry is in trouble. Like what? The events of this game and the next one, or sorry, like this trial and what should be the first trial of the first game, right? They're pretty distant. He would have like what his impetus here is so strange. Oh yeah, I gotta help my friend out. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about Edgeworth and not Larry. That could be it. I guess. I'm gonna say that to convince myself, but the way that line was written didn't feel like it. Yeah, yeah. Probably does mean Edgeworth. But like, I don't know. Even then, what's he saving Edgeworth from? Himself? He just wants to become a lawyer so he can see Edgeworth. I guess kind of like emotionally, right? Edgeworth is emotionally in trouble. I can hear her in my mind, and also when she shows up as a creepy spirit possessing the body of my friend slash love interest, who is also her younger sister. And that's totally not weird at all. But that's a story for another day, which is probably going to be the very next episode. So we got a little epilogue there from Phoenix to wrap things up. And look at this fella. Oh, look at this snappy dresser. Oh, can't wait to meet him. Do I get to save the game? Yes, I do. Wonderful. Yes, double save the game, please. Awesome. There we go. We did it. We did the whole first episode in one take. And honestly, we're just over 2 hours. That's perfect. Good job, everyone. We got to the bottom of this prologue mission. It sort of sets up the entire third game here, so it's kind of important. The third game really does some stellar work with its narrative. Very, very strong. Just the way it ties the plot, not only like it ties a bow not only into itself, but into the entire franchise up until this point. But we are going to look more into that next time. We're going to see who that snazzy dressed fella is. And I remember this episode pretty good. It's a fun one. So I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all again. We'll be back tomorrow evening, Sunday evening, to try it out all together. I think Robin will be here tomorrow evening. I'm not certain about that, but I think everyone collectively missed Robin today. I sure did. But that's neither here nor there. We'll meet next time. And I thank you all for coming. I do have that little Kirby tier list video in the works. I'm probably just going to trim the stream. I had a whole like script lined up, but the more I work on the script, the more I think that, dang man, I don't want to write a script. It's really just bogging me down. I have so much other work to get done. I just want to quick get out a video and share it with everyone for who didn't make it to the stream. The stream was pretty long-winded, although I had a lot of fun that stream. But I'm yapping, everyone. Thanks once again for coming. I'll bid you one final fond farewell. And until I see you next time, I'll see you off with a bye-bye.